have an old story of like when Vince Vaughn came in and parked in the lot. He was really cool. If you want me to share that. Or...
Is that the whole story, Renee? I swear to God, if that's the whole goddamn story.
Pretty much, yeah, nothing exciting. The people getting kicked out is a little more exciting.
Yeah.
I'll share that one. That was like a couple months ago.
Come on down to the comedy store. We're the door guys. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Comedy Store Doorcast. I'm your host, Luke Schwartz, and that theme song was different than our usual one. Thank you, David. We have a really good group of guys. Really guys today. Really some door guys. It's Saul Trujillo to my left.
How's it going, guys?
And then across is Rene Lancaster.
Hello.
And then batting cleanup, Dave Waite.
What's up?
Yeah.
Come on down to the comedy store. We're the door guys. Some of them are girls.
And we had a big staff meeting where we talked about our Wednesday show and what's not going to happen and what's going to happen and how they like to have it, but they don't like to have it. So every other Wednesday, 10:30 in the belly room. Check the website. Check any of our Instagrams. We'll put it on there because otherwise they support comedians, but we better post about it.
It's the fastest growing show in the city.
That's a great way to say it. Yeah, it's a good time. It was a good show last time, and
if you forgot to,
we
make
have a couple
plans,
less people on it, so that's
by.
pretty good. There's a couple people that don't work here anymore. Also, yeah, shout out to our new the head guy who's all the guys right now is John on the boards. That's pretty good.
Oh, I must have a different name right now and got sad.
Yeah. I used to think his name was Michael, and it is not. And that's how it goes. Shout out to everyone who tips. I have pictures pulled up. Whoops. But also shout out, Mike Z, Big Bad Brad, and and Shannon, all the regulars who always tip, show love, and like are cool guys and hanging out. Thank you to Keon Kosavi from San Francisco for $20. That was
Nice.
good. And I think this is in the main room. And Tim C from Oceanside for $5.
Oh, I thought you were a different continent. I was like, Oceania, huh?
I thought it was Oceania, but the S is a little not obvious. But thank you for doing that. And you can check out one of our very own, Alex Young. He has a new little special YouTube little thing. No, I keep saying little, but it's good. Alex Young, Laugh After Dark live in Las Vegas. He had a After Dark set, so that's good. And we have a new box set from the Comedy Store of big time vinyl
Dude, this
EPs,
nice.
and there's stuff that comes with it. Little button is good, but you get the 11th anniversary, the 15th anniversary, the 20th anniversary, the 50th anniversary, and the Door Guys EP.
you got to set up like the Necronomicon. This shit looks
Now
like this looks like the
have
Devil's Bible.
Yeah, it's got stuff on the back. It's got stuff inside.
Oh,
You just
sick.
gotta buy it and to believe it and
So
rate and review
they had the
this podcast.
11th anniversary?
Yeah.
Random. when you said
Mitzi
that,
must have needed to pay some bills or something.
The 10th, they weren't big enough. Yeah, the 11th was pretty good. Yeah. Argus is on all of them, so that's...
he's on the door guy one too. Yeah.
and the door guy one, yeah. One of them, he's just beating the shit out of her, but the other ones, he's doing comedy.
Take it easy.
Yeah, Salazar, very nice. Yeah. Oh, no, check it out. That was
Yeah,
his
check
thing.
it out.
Check it out, yes. What a week and change. We had the staff meeting. We have a couple people that don't work here anymore, and no one is that bummed. Sometimes
I am.
Sometimes a couple people just cancel each other out, and you're like, okay, well, we'll see you soon, and have a good one.
Saw a couple Fago sodas in there that reminded me of.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder if those red Fago sodas are ever gonna get.
I'll hit
consumed.
anybody that tries to drink them. All right, those
You
are
can
stay
take
there.
one.
I don't want them. Those are stay there in his
That's
memory.
a museum piece.
Yeah,
okay, sure. A little, yeah, he gets his like a in memoriam corner. Sure, yeah.
Mainly because Fago is not drinkable. That shit is just sugar. It's not good.
Never had one.
No, it's a Midwest thing that I've only ever heard about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember Surge?
But then like another security guard another security guard isn't working here, and then like also another door guy isn't working here. But I think the crew is tight now, And if security would just take the AirPod out of their ear, I think we have a pretty good chance of like being a pretty professional looking building. I think that'd be good.
Or at least put your finger against the ear pod and pretend like it's in your piece. You know what I mean? Like
the other day, I did the very classic.
Oh, the hormones?
Yeah, I did. Well, I just do it with my sweatshirt sometimes, and I'll go, hello, check, good check. Do you hear me? Radio check.
Cord's not attached to nothing.
And one of the security guards knew, was like, I don't hear you at all. And I'm like, check. Do you hear me? And I'm like kind of showing it, being like obvious, and he's just like,
nah,
no, I think it's
not
not
at
working. And he went in and Anthony, the door guy, was there, former security, and I was like, Jack, do you hear me? And he was like, I mean, yeah, I hear you. And he still and he went and changed his earpiece because he thought it was broken.
I love the new security guards. They're like a couple bad. Like I actually like the 23-year-old kids.
Yeah.
And they don't really watch comedy. They're just here to secure. So like apparently, some of them. But apparently,
That's interesting. This is a hot take, but
Dane Cook came in one night, and one of the security guards didn't let him in the back, had no idea who he was.
One of them, that happened out front, too.
Yeah.
And I had to be like, he's okay.
Yeah, but he's just
But I
20,
meant
like,
that.
I don't know who that is at all.
You know,
So, like, apparently Dane made a big deal out of it. He was, like, upset. And I was like, Dane, you haven't done nothing in a while, Papa, and he's 23. You can't really get
he's
that
a 23-year-old
mad.
black dude who hasn't heard of you.
Yeah.
And you haven't reached out. He's not a Good Luck Chuck fan.
Yeah. Come on,
man.
man.
And, like, not that you're a bad or insignificant, like, whatever, but you, like...
You haven't done anything.
Yeah, I mean, people card, like... Feng Chao
Lately.
almost fought Damon Wayans coming in just because he never grew up with him. You know what I mean?
Really?
Damon Wayans like just walking in, it's like, I don't need to show ID. And he's like, no, at my door you show ID. And then we had to be like, Feng, it's okay. He's like, no. It's like Damon was like, not Junior, like just Damon Wayans. Yeah.
He's like, he still needs to show it. I don't know. I saw Fred Durst immediately. I just want you guys know. I let Fred Durst in without even checking his ID. I was like, I know who you are. Come on in. You
I
son
didn't
of a
recognize
bitch.
him at first because he had a big white beard.
Did he?
Yeah, when he came in like I don't know, a few months ago, he came in with a couple people through the lot, and I saw the other two people first, and I was like, "Hey, you guys got to go through the front." And then he looked at me, and it registered, and I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up? All right, you're good." Big white beard, like down to here.
Yeah. Yeah, when celebrities are like, don't yell about themselves is always better.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
When they're not like as mad or like, yeah.
Yeah. So you think it's is there the leaks are done? You think it's a tighter crew now?
Definitely the door guys are very tight. I'm interested to see who the employee of the year is an idea that Richie floated. Oh, shout out Zach Ciappelloni for getting employee
Employee of the month, chaps.
Yeah.
Getting it, dude.
And
And Morocco's in the World Cup.
Yeah, it's a big time.
Yeah, big time. I thought Rene deserves an honorable mention at least for always
thank you,
picking
Lou.
up and working in the goddamn lot. Joe Marisi up there for always covering.
Maurice's been here 5 days and he's covered every
3 of them.
shift.
Yeah.
So many.
He gets scheduled once a week and
Yeah.
he picks up 5 other shifts.
I don't know if you know Rene. He does a good Joe Marisi. I don't know if this is a good time for him to do that.
Well, as long as we get into it naturally.
Yeah,
do it now.
not doing that.
That's a pretty good Maurice. I was gonna shit out a little bit. I was like, why would you just do a random guy? But that's pretty good.
Yeah.
He has a podcast that's called what's it called?
Joe Code.
Yeah, and you like sandwiches?
Yeah, you gotta get that Italian beef.
Jesus Christ, it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah. It's better than Bruce's Jesus, I'll tell you.
That sounds right. I gotta hear this.
He does. Bruce is but he does Jesus, and it's terrible.
Orale. Maybe don't start off with orale.
He's always asking for a cig. That's what are you gonna do? We had I got frantic texts and calls today from a fellow door guy who they were working a bringer show, and this bringer has been probably not a bringer anymore, and just like has been working here forever, and made a huge stink about ticket sales to their show up in the belly. And this door guy had sold 2 tickets for $20 each, and the promoter never came around to ask for the money, and so they split it with Belly Room, and they each got $20 for the whole night. oh no, you know what I mean? Like such not a big deal.
Who's a promoter? Send him to my DMs. I'll send him the pathetic $40.
I'll tell, yeah,
Here you go.
exactly. And this promoter
Sad.
really made like a big deal.
Yeah, I'll Venmo him $40 right now. You sad sack of shit.
I got very mad at them. Have you guys had an easy week? I mean, Vargas showed I worked.
Wait, say it into the microphone.
But Vargas is a good guy, and the people that come to his shows are really some of the worst people to deal with, just as on a professional level. I try.
And then it's because their friends are performing and they feel entitled. They're like, oh, my friends are performing, so I can just walk or sit wherever
and I'm sorry
want.
I've talked about this a few weeks in a row, but I keep getting this shift, and it keeps being reinforced and reinforced. Like every week we see different comedians who are somehow the same exact people bring the same exact people who are in their acting class, and then like just they are.
I don't know. Yeah, they come in here and they're all wandering around. I guess none of them have ever been to a comedy club.
Some of them have once, but they're
Pan the camera on real good to me. If you do bringer shows, we don't respect you. You will never be respected by the comedy community, and it is what it is. Yeah. Felt good.
Have you ever done one?
No.
I did
12 years of comedy, never done it.
I did 2 when I first started, then I was like, oh, okay, I got it.
I think no,
Whoops.
that's a lie. I did the second show ever. Then I
Yeah.
figured out what it was. Second show I
Exactly.
ever did, and then I was like, oh no, I don't like this, and then I
Yeah.
just did open mics for the rest.
Exactly.
What do you mean?
That's how you find open mics. You're like,
Yeah.
this is not right.
It's garbage. Yeah.
But that it's everyone's first show always. It's intense.
I know it's the worst because you're like you're not good at comedy,
Yeah.
and then you have to
You bring
expend.
your aunt and uncle who live in town.
You have to expend all your relationships to get people when you're at your worst. Hey, you gotta come see me because
Yeah.
you won't get to perform. Like the club I started at, they had like a
that's
pro.
right. That's the rule.
They had a pro-am where you had to bring 5 people. And then there was the people that were like the semi-pros or worked at the club. They got to go. They didn't need to bring people. So
Yeah,
it was like
right.
the way to have a full room, it's just kind of the way it was. And then, but you had to get the people to come see you, and then you're not good. And then they don't trust you years later once
For
you've gotten
sure.
good. Like, hey, I'm good now. But I was always
Bad.
good.
Oh, yeah.
I was always, compared
Hey,
to
you
the
too? Yeah, me too.
Of course. Yeah.
compared to the other
that's
people
the,
that were starting out at the time, I
Yeah,
was
of
better
course.
than them for sure.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about working that show is sometimes you get to go up at the end and it's like you just crush
Why
it. You just
would
go
you-
up and
it's-
tell a joke.
it's so wild.
Why would you go
want
up?
that? Why would you want that?
Oh, I
What do you
love
mean?
going up.
I don't want
those
What do you
shows.
mean? That's a good.
I don't want no part of it.
People think you're like, all of a sudden I go up there, I'm like, man, I
Yeah,
feel like
you would-
Michael Jordan out here. I'm fucking
Yeah.
joking.
You would have a great time.
I would
you
have a
would-
great time, but I also don't like bringer shows, so there's a principle at that. So
It's hard when I worked the room, and I had a really the other week, I worked the room and just had a run in with everybody where I was really like keeping my cool, but just barely. And Vargas was like, go up at the end. And I was like, nah, I don't want to. He's like, are you serious? And I was like, okay, I'll go up. And then I just had to
he asked, he was like, "You're a comic, right?" I was
had-
like, every door guy's a comic. Why would the
That's-
fuck would you ask me that?
that's so
So
funny.
now he's like, "Yeah, I'll get you up next time." And in my head, I was like, "I'll never go up on your show. I'll never
It's
go
a good.
up on
It's
your
a good
show."
time because you just tell a joke and the crowd
It's
loves
so
you. They're
wild
like,
how
holy
good of a
shit.
time it is. You think it would be a terrible
You tell
time.
one joke, you're gonna crush.
There was a graduation class
Yep.
there. It was like a graduating,
Yep.
and then I was like, "Oh, these are all your graduating students? Jesus Christ, man! No thanks. Keep your show."
I do like how snobby you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. I enjoy better stuff as well. Yeah, the meeting was crazy. Meeting was a lot of stuff.
Best part was Santa Guam. Let's be real.
Santa
I mean,
Guam
come
is
on.
Oh,
incredible.
Guam brought
Shout out Guam.
buckets and buckets, 3 tubs of T-shirts,
At least.
and then 4
Like he went
hangers.
to an auction where they were like auctioning off.
They were
of
like, hey, "Do you want 100,000 shirts for $1?" Or someone, there was a joke going around like he killed Boone and got Boone's stash. And was, giving
He's
it
just
out.
Boone and Guamsky.
Yeah,
That's all he
exactly.
is.
Yeah,
Guam
he
shakalaka.
found Boone's.
yeah, there was a guy, Boone Shakalaka, for the listeners, that he would sit out there and he would sell shirts on
He'd
the
sell shirts for $1, and he'd sell stuff, or he'd just sell stuff.
Rand,
Yeah.
he would ask you what you want, and you could be like, "Yeah, I want like
I got a few
I
Wolf
want this
t-shirts.
record, and he would come back 3 weeks later with the exact record you want. You're like, what the?
He just got you stuff?
Yeah,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you act,
Did you not know him? He was before your
No,
time?
no, I saw him. But he was just like, I
working
just
here,
got here.
yeah.
I wasn't working here. I was like, who's this weird old man with
Yeah, he
thrift
was
store clothes?
Boone Shakalaka.
Okay.
Not Boom.
Okay.
Boone.
Okay.
And he would sell shirt. I got a bunch of Wolf shirts from him.
This rules.
One time, someone was like, "Do you have any like plain white T-shirts?" He was like, "Okay, hold up." And then, like he walked away for 5 minutes, came back with a 6-pack.
He had
like
stashes.
Hanes, yeah, he had stashes of like Hanes white T-shirt. And this guy was like, "Okay, there's $8 or $10." Or
He would
whatever.
he would bring you what you asked for. Because one time I bought a frame from him, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna put whatever, I'm gonna frame this in my living room.
Yeah.
And I was like, he was like, you want some more of these? And I was like, yeah, if you got another one, I'll get it. And he like 2 weeks later, he brought me another frame. He's like, you want this one? I'm like, sure. What the? How? What?
I got a few cool old reggae cassettes from him that I liked. They were great.
And we all think he's dead now, right?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, he's
I,
dead.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer.
like an
if
old
he hasn't
cat.
showed up.
He hasn't been here in a while. So
He hasn't been
probably
back
gone.
since the
Yeah.
pandemic.
No, and I don't think it's because of fear.
Santa Guam, I honestly, the first several
Yeah,
minutes.
Santa Claus was just like, yeah.
He was killing it. First several minutes where all the shirts, everybody was like,
yeah.
oh my God.
It was a slow
oh my
start
God.
and then a fast rise.
And then it just dipped at the
Yeah,
end. He was
tail.
like, who likes
Well-
Britney Spears?
well, yeah.
Toward the end, I was like,
It
all right.
became less and less special because the first was like, oh, I got, for Zach, I got this 49ers thing.
Yeah.
And everyone started getting like their
was
football
crazy.
teams or like that stuff. Matt Lockwood got a shirt with Chris Farley on it.
Matt
Yeah.
Foley.
Yeah.
Yeah, as Matt Foley. Yeah.
With yeah, right, exactly. And but it was like a little cartoonish, and it's you know how Anya used to wear his merch on him. It looked like Matt was wearing his merch on him. So. And then yeah, but he was like giving people like what, did you get something?
He gave me a bar of mushroom chocolates for giving him a ride.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
You just say that on air?
Yeah. We're on
Dave,
Kentucky.
did you get something?
Yeah, he gave me a shirt. It was
Yeah.
a Miller High Life shirt. But then he like,
But
then
was
he,
that to you or was
he
that
said
like
Dave Waite, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
he had, but then yeah,
Oh yeah, that was a good one. You had a really good one. But
Did he take it back?
But then he was like, this guy, like he doesn't know everybody's name. And you're like, oh.
Yeah. Athena got a Joe Coy shirt because she's also Filipina.
The best one was Hugo Galaxy getting the fucking Chappelle character, the fucking
Tyra
crackhead
Biggums,
Tyrone
yeah.
Biggums. Why'd you give him that?
Yeah, not like the LA Galaxy.
What the fuck?
LA Galaxy's an easy layup.
Yeah,
I
but
guarantee
Guam
that-
went racist. That, like,
You kind of look like. Come on.
that's so funny. Yeah. I didn't get one like specifically. Like I was just in the he just started giving shit away. I got like a spring break shirt.
Yeah, that was one of the not so special ones.
Not so
You were
special.
just like,
I got
thanks,
it
man.
says spring break. It had and it had a schedule of like the parties.
He
that
probably
were
had
on
one. He
them.
just forgot your name. Actually, I have a good story about that. I was eating at Dave's Hot Chicken with Guam. We were outside, and he was like, he does this all the time. He's like, hey man, you should hit up that one guy. Oh shit, what's his name? Oh damn, that one guy.
No,
and I'm
what's
like,
weird? But what's weird?
See, the thing is,
Guam interrupting.
it's like,
he's like, you should
Yeah,
have this one guy, and I'm like, who, Guam? And he's like, he does that show, and I'm like, what show? And he's like, and I'm like, okay. And then as he's saying this, a guy walks by on the sidewalk, and he comes up, and he's like, hey, what's up, Guam? And Guam gives him like daps or whatever. He says, what up? And then he walks away. I go, hey, Guam, who was that? And he goes, I forgot his name. I'm like, all right, double whammy.
not even a celebrity, just some guy. He's
Double
like, I don't know.
Guami. Yeah, you got a lot.
What's the Guam thing? What's his like saying?
Do you know what's crazy, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's actually crazy? No. Here's what's
the
crazy.
thing.
No,
Here's
no,
the
no,
thing.
no, no.
Here's the
He
qu-
says
here's
no
the
to
crazy
you.
part.
You're like, don't say
yeah,
no.
yeah, no. No. Here's the crazy part.
No, we agree.
You guys ever see him
I would
fall
love
asleep?
if Guam was an
his
improv.
chair?
Oh yeah, Guam does fall asleep.
Guam
There-
has sleep
there is-
apnea very badly, so if he doesn't have his machine on him, he'll fall asleep. Gave him a ride home once, and it was the scariest shit. Watching someone die in their sleep while driving them home is one of the craziest things. Because he would just he breathe, and that'd be good 5-6 seconds of him not breathing and then coming back. It was
Like that.
fucking crazy, man. Then I literally parked the car. He gets up out of my chair and gets out. He's like, "Thanks for the ride." I was like, "Jesus, you're dying, dog. That's fucking wild."
He always jokes about how he's like, he goes, "I'm gonna win the lottery, and for the rest of my life, I'll have like $10 million each." It's like, Guam, that's like 8 or 9 years. He goes, "Yeah." That's how long I'm gonna live. I'm like, holy shit, what are you talking about? What are you?
He'd still take the bus if he won the lottery.
Yeah, but he always says there'd be a buffet.
Yeah, but
back bar. He's obsessed with free food. And
He's like, he wants to buy Paulie's house, have a buffet in the back.
He just wants to like and work the door still. He said, like, because Jen at the meeting was like, we don't want you to work here forever or whatever. And Guam later, when he was Santa, Guam was like, I am gonna work here forever,
Which is 10 years. Forever is 10 years for that guy,
for the
apparently.
next decade. Yeah. Oh God bless him. God bless. Yeah, Employee of the Year, maybe. Maybe Employee of the Year. That's an interesting one.
Because he's got 9 more after that, so we should give him 1 out of the 10.
If Adam and Vinny, the bartenders, could share a joint Employee of the Year, I think that's what they would do. The bartenders/servers.
They're the best.
They're never late.
Vinny
Their
rips.
sections are always good, and their bartending is very like on time and quick and good. And Vinny does crazy tricks. Have you seen him do his tricks?
I have not seen Vinny do tricks.
Man, he has the flat bottle opener, and he flips the bottle and flicks the cap into the trash can. He does a flick behind the back.
Whoa.
He does that
Unbelievable.
for the love of the game, too, because he doesn't like being in the front bar. He just does that in the back bar just for fun. He's not for customers.
No, he just it's fun, and he doesn't like look for the praise. He just kind of does it around. It's very cool.
You guys, I am so childishly excited for the Christmas party.
Yeah.
And we haven't had one in 2 years because
3 years, apparently.
No,
You've
it's
had it.
2.
I thought it was. I think,
2019 was the last time we had a Christmas party.
Right.
Yeah.
Was
So
it
we
the
missed
last
20
time?
and 21.
So now we're gonna have 20.
So-
oh
2
wow,
years.
yeah.
We
2
missed
years.
2. It's a good time.
The Christmas party's always like crazy, and New Year's is always.
Oh, that's a good time too.
New Year's
New
if
Year's
you're
rips.
working is insane.
It's
a good
I'm gonna
time.
be out of town,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna just.
I'm out of town for both the holiday party and the New Year's.
You're not gonna be here for the
Yeah,
holiday?
the captain
I
list.
know. I'm sorry. We booked the flight to Kauai. Back. See,
look
no
at
one gets
you.
mad when I
There
say
you
yeah.
go.
Yeah, no, we're.
I just you just
me
so
and the wife.
I
want to
go. I've always wanted to go. It's
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've always wanted to go on vacation.
You got to just get $1 million.
Just get
win the
so
lottery.
much money.
Yeah.
Just go to Hawaii.
Yeah, and
Just go to where Willie Simon lives.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Guam wins the lottery, opens the Comedy Store Honolulu again. Yeah, so I can't make the Christmas party, unfortunately.
Well, then, can you at least do me a favor and tell me what was your favorite Christmas party experience of the past?
Involves Guam again.
Yes.
And like Jeffrey Berner did karaoke to Break Stuff. That your boy's song, Fred Durst, right? That's the Limp Bizkit. Mm-hmm. And like
My boy.
yeah.
That's your boy.
Fred
Were you
Durst.
not talking-
That's your guy, dog.
That's your guy, dog.
Fuck yeah, me and
Don't
Freddie.
act like God, Rene. And Guam was moshing by himself in the front and broke a table. Moshing, and that was like early in the night too. That was like great. I think Guam was already pretty smashed though.
A smash Guam is the best Guam.
Yeah, breaks. He was just singing. He was singing that Limp Bizkit song, and it was Woodstock '99 all over, but just one man.
Man, some guys I went to high school with were in that documentary. Like, the guy was riding up on a piece of wood. That was the dude I went to high school with. Like,
Wait, the 99 one?
Yeah, they were bad people. Anyway, I remember we went to a Weezer concert one time. They started moshing and they got in a fight, and then Weezer stopped the concert, and Rivers Cuomo's like, "There's no fighting at a Weezer concert." I was like, "Man, these guys are fucking rough."
That's,
Fight at a Weezer concert.
That's so fun. Yeah, where they're trouble everywhere they go.
They brought the ruckus.
You got my
I see
hash
guy-
pipe. Just a punch.
Yeah, exactly.
That was that album. It was just
No, it was
Pinkerton. It
yeah.
wasn't even the fucking
Sweater Soul album.
It was the second one, the Pinkerton.
Damn. But like people who are like that, like your boys come to the Comedy Store and just are talking from the jump, and everyone knows who they are, and it's like, I've told people to their face, like, you're gonna get kicked out tonight. You're getting kicked out tonight. Why are you acting like this?
You said you talked about the Pauly Shore one-man show about a
Yeah.
woman getting kicked out.
Yeah.
I worked patio that night.
Okay.
So I saw her. I even radioed the main room about these two people. I said, hey, there's a very drunk lady and a very small dude. They are very overserved. I recommend security check. And then you hear Guam on the radio. He's like, make sure they don't come in. And of course, they were in there, and they got kicked out.
Yeah, in the patio. I mean,
But it was a good sign of them getting not being in that room is because she got on what are those called? She got on a stool, and then she fell off of the stool trying to just stool technology took her out of the game, and she got up and she was like, "Do you know that thing? It spins." I was like, "Yeah, that's how stools work." She's like, "Yeah, that's dangerous. You guys should take care of that." And I was like, "All right,
I'll screw it in more." Yeah, that's swivel stool.
So then,
Yeah.
then the rest, then you know about the rest of that night, dude. Yeah,
Yeah, I heard the show was good though.
yeah. Well, the
Polly show.
Yeah, the Polly show.
Apparently,
it's a great one man
it's
show.
good.
I've seen it. I like it a lot. He's dancing. It's watching a
Dave, we got to get you some readers.
I know. I gotta get new glasses. I keep saying.
When you work the cover booth, man, you get.
I know. I've always done that.
Yeah, gotta get.
I know. I gotta get
Get
some.
bifocals.
I gotta get the bifocals.
Yeah.
Or maybe I should just get the LASIK, man. You know, when the LASIK first came out, people would they would do like a.
Yeah, we don't know. It's not 10 years old yet, so they don't know how.
They were giving it out free to people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the news people. They would give like a plug. And
Oh, sure, right.
So if anybody is an optometrist that listens
Isn't
to
one
the,
a LASIK technician
listens to the
Starting out.
Doorcast.
Call the Comedy Store.
Maybe you're just
Ask
starting
for
out.
John.
Maybe you're
Come
just
on-
getting
come
your
on
practice
Wednesday
up
at
and
10.
running. I'll take a flyer on it. I don't care if it's free.
Groupon Lasik. That's what you want.
Just give me the.
Does it not reputable? I'm sorry.
I'll drive down to Mexico.
Even better, I'll get all the up next money that we've had in the past. I'll take you to Mexico,
Yeah.
and then we'll get you some Mexican eyeball surgery.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
I like it. We'll get some Zanny bars and we'll fucking.
Dave likes to party.
We'll get some Zanny.
Dave likes some balloons and a
We'll get
Grateful
some
Dead concert.
couple loons and we'll fucking get some new eyeballs.
Balloons.
Would you still wear glasses if you got new eyeballs? Because I feel like I'm so attached to this specific Dave.
Yeah, I know.
Look.
It might throw people off. Like, remember when Drew Carey tried to not to wear glasses and people were like, nah, bitch.
Wow, I don't even remember that.
Yeah, dude. He tried to roll out with no glasses and people were like, no.
That's not it.
Not happening, dog.
It's like when Hannibal tried to no glasses. I think he still does. Like
He
just
does know
got
glasses okay, though.
Yeah, but
Because he
it-
just doesn't give a shit for any reason.
Yeah,
So he just does his. Hannibal is always going to be cool in Hannibal.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
the Drew Carey was like the fucking logo had his fucking glasses and they tried. Remember
Yeah.
when Jason Alexander tried to roll out with hair and stuff? He's like, I got hair now. And people are like, nah.
Well, that's
You
even
wouldn't roll
more
out with
unna-
hair?
That's more unnatural.
huh?
You wouldn't try to roll out with
I
hair?
would love to roll out with
But
hair
you're not
because I
like
would
fit-
think
you're
it
not
was
known
so
enough. I think.
so funny to you guys. If I hit it,
Woo! Everyone always does it. Look at Rene.
Renee, you're on your way,
I'm
motherfucker.
really
what are you
up
talking
close.
about?
I'm
Why are
good.
you laughing?
really up close. Damn, bro.
Oh, I know.
It's stark up there.
I would think it's so funny if I got a little taste of the scratch and just got hair and then rolled back in like I'm the hair guy.
Like
now.
nothing happened.
Yeah, dog. What up?
Were you ever gonna just shave it all, or is this the look?
I'm never gonna. The guys I like that I think are very funny are rocking this look. Larry David, George Carlin. Boom. Okay.
Yeah.
They
it was
never
just quick curiosity, buddy. It was just
I was gonna count more. He's
it was
like, "That's
shitting
it."
on you.
Yeah. Larry the Cable. Yeah.
Larry the Cable guy.
Yeah. That's
Krusty
what I
the
thought you were
Clown.
gonna say.
Phil Collins. Phil Collins shaved it.
Yeah. It's a bit Ron Howard-esque.
Yeah.
Sure.
You got the look.
Yeah. You're like, Ron Howard times 2.
I don't like the shaved head look.
You don't?
You're like Ron White meets
Unless
Ron
you're
Howard.
like there's like certain guys that can pull it off. If you're like an action star looking guy, you can make it happen. But otherwise, if
You would
just
look hard as fuck with just a shaved
no,
head.
I'd look
dog.
like some fun.
No, you would look doughy and weird.
I would look like a mental patient got out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you have the little. You're a hat guy.
I'm a hat guy.
I get it. I have decent enough hair, but it doesn't do anything, and I like a hat.
I'm a
I
hat
really
guy.
enjoy a
But,
hat.
I got this look, and people think I'm I got the thing.
Yeah.
Got the thing.
Yeah, no, it's really like pulling the rug out, and
Every time
you could
I
get
only
a
get my
rug.
hair cut like a couple times a year, and the last time I went, it's like a Mexican barber. He's like, "Oh, what is this?"
Cabrón, güey, ¿qué pasó?
that's great.
Yeah. He goes, "When was last time?"
When was he asked? When was the last time?
Yeah, he can't believe it.
Oh.
How long has it
boy.
been since a cut? Do you? Well,
I
I,
know,
mean,
I
you
think-
wash your hair.
I wash my hair, and I'm waiting to go back to the guy. He'll be like, "Come on," he'll be.
What does he want out of you?
I think he just wants better. Because he can't do that. He can't do that
we all
lining
do,
it up
David.
stuff. He doesn't know what to do.
I figure he's still getting the same rate. Just cut my hair.
I know.
You got to go to a real cheapo place.
I
They'll
do.
know what
It's
to do.
$20.
Like the unisex. Oh, that's really good. Yeah. They'll know. I thought they would know what to do.
He
No?
just cut it, but he wanted to give me a hard time. He wanted to roast me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. You do go to a barber with, your setup.
Everybody
They'll
in
be
there is
"What
Mexican
the
except
fuck?"
me. So they're just, this is their chance to get the gringo and you give him a poking.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, I'm still looking at the Comedy Store.
So sick, man.
Oh, we were talking. Man, I was thinking.
There's a
Hello?
quote, there's a quote from comedian Eliza Schlesinger.
I was
Not Eliza Schlesinger, comedian Eliza Schlesinger.
I was going to talk about.
I'll let you know she's a comedian. Good, that's good, because it could have been anybody. Sorry, what, Dave?
We had the Burt roast here the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
And then I was thinking about, sometimes I've been doing comedy a while, and then I'm like thinking about, every once in a while, I think about some missteps where I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be a door guy here and things should be better for my career.
Okay.
Nobody else. Okay. But I
No.
think that sometimes. And Bert, like a decade ago, I met Bert Kreischer at a comedy club in Cincinnati, and we hung out a little bit, and then I went to New York, and I was living in New York, and my friend messaged me and was like, "Oh, Bert, he might want to have you open for a couple shows," and I was like, "All right." They're like, "Hey, just send him an email or something," and I'm like, I just sent him an email with like all my avails, like I would a club booker, but I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I didn't get it. It never happened. And then my friend was like, "Yeah, Bert was like weirded out that you sent all those empty dates." And I was just like, "I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. What was I supposed to say?
Do you still not know?
I don't
What
know.
would you know? What would you say now?
Hi, Bert.
Hey, Bert. Hey.
Hope this email finds you well, of course.
Exactly, like a human being.
Because I lived in I would have probably been like, "Hey, I live in the New York area. If you're coming to Connecticut or something, just hit. I'd love to,
Hey, yeah.
hit me up."
Who told you to message him?
There's my buddy Jeff Tate, who opens for Tom Segura now.
yeah,
So
yeah.
he figured out the code somehow to open for these guys.
Sure, yeah.
But I was also at the point where I was just starting to headline, and it wasn't like he was Bert Kreischer, the Bert Kreischer now,
Sure.
But he had a TV show at that point, so his career,
What was the TV show?
has always been going pretty good.
What was that
Probably
show?
Bert the Conqueror. or
Yeah,
something.
Bert the Conqueror.
I don't remember that at all.
Is that the
He just
Travel
goes,
Channel?
yeah,
one?
he just goes to like roller coaster, like
Yeah.
theme parks and shit.
Oh.
And
So he was
himself.
already
That's
doing
very
pretty
fun.
well at
Fun
that
show.
point, but not like a theater. But he was still like selling out comedy clubs
Yeah.
and making a lot more money than I
Yeah.
ever have, and
or ever will.
or ever will.
I think you're at the right place.
I know. And then what? Can I tell you other times of?
ahead, go ahead.
yeah,
yeah.
let's hear the missteps. Let's hear Dave's missteps.
And then one time
New segment.
I did like a weekend with like Whitney Cummings. This is like right when maybe I don't know. She was like blowing up, but she was like headlining the Louisville Improv. It's not there anymore, and it was killing it all week. And she was like, "Man, you're really funny." And I was like, "All right." And I'm like, "You want to go
All
out?"
right.
I was like, I'm going out. You want to go out of the town? And she's like, I'm writing two broke. She's like writing scripts back there. I'm like, loser. I'm going out on the town. Let's go out of the town. I'm trying to get pussy. I'm like, come on. She's
I'm
like,
one broke guy. You're writing two broke girls.
Yeah.
I'm one broke guy right now.
And then she gave me her email. She's like, "Yeah, well, you should open for me again or something." I was like, "All right." And I sent her, but I just
sent her a veils?
No, I didn't send her a veils, but
He
I
can
still
barely
like.
speak to us now. So, like, imagine the email he's sending to Whitney.
Hey,
Cummings.
Whitney, dot, dot, dot.
Yeah, bro.
Let me open for you.
But I'm
In an
very
email.
good at being.
It says I mean.
I'm very good at being friends on people that are on the same level as me or below. I'm very like bottom up. That's me. I'm the street
down.
middle down, the
Nice.
streets, and
Yeah, you're a man of the people.
The other, I
Just talk to him, Dave. That's
But-
it.
Well, no, I think they just don't like.
Well, I just feel like
I
feel
also
like
keep it real. I don't kiss people's ass.
Yeah,
you know
well,
what
yeah.
I mean?
But Dave is also famous for asking the question that like doesn't need to be asked and is rude. like someone will come in with like a one leg shorter than the other, and Dave will be like, "Oh, what's wrong with your leg?"
what's with the limp?
Yeah, and they're like, "It's a birth defect." Fucking head. He's like, "I didn't know."
And it'll be like,
"I know
the
you didn't know,
CEO of
don't ask."
Viacom.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Fuck.
Yeah,
There
the head
were
of
a-
Comedy Central. Exactly.
There were a bunch of parties of 3 coming into the main room the other day. And he was like, "Party 3 again? Oh, you guys need more friends." To like the whole lobby.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
What y'all think of my hair? It's pretty good, right?
I don't want more people to. I mean, like, don't force like 3 people is fine. What are you talking about?
Parties of 3 fuck everything up because then you need a 1 and
Yeah,
you
but
can't
you keep
find a
that
1.
on the inside like a professional, and then you
Nah,
see
Then
a
also,
1.
there are always parties of
That's
1 that
what
come in
makes
that you
working
can
at
easily,
the world famous
you
comedy.
can easily.
The
get a
best part
1.
about working at the world famous comedy store is it's kind of like Dick's Last Resort, the restaurant for comedy.
I really would like to change that.
Well, good luck, bitch.
It doesn't have to be.
No, you could be
I am
so much like subtler and funnier than yelling.
Man, I think everybody laughs when I do it. They have a good time.
Bruce does it like the
You're like,
Captain, my Captain.
You're like Elon
Pretty good.
saying 90% of them were cheering. Only 10% were booing. You guys see Elon Musk get brought out by Dave Chappelle?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you guys got to get online. This happened yesterday. Dave Chappelle's doing a big arena in San Francisco and brought on Elon. He goes, richest guy in the world, Elon Musk. Everyone's like, boo, boo, fuck it. Gets booed. They can't speak for like 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, because they're just like constant jeering, booing.
Yeah, it's
And Elon tweeted, is like, well, I guess the unhinged leftists really came out to the Dave Chappelle show. It's like, you think unhinged leftists are going to the anti-trans guys show? What are you talking about?
He could also just tweeted nothing. Just
But Dave kind of
just be rich, bro.
yeah.
even Dave kind of puts it together where he's like, "Oh, there's probably people in the audience you fired," you know. So it's like,
Yeah, like why wouldn't you boo the guy?
yeah, the
Fired
guy
people
that
for no
fired
reason?
people a month before Christmas maybe ain't the most popular guy.
Yeah, the richest man in the world. Why would I ever cheer for that?
No.
No, do
Hey,
something.
ladies and gentlemen, it's Warren Buffett. I'd be like, okay.
What if he came out with hundreds of dollars and he threw into the
Yeah,
audience?
of course. He never would.
Yeah.
He
That's what
never
I'd do.
did. Yeah.
I mean, if somebody came out with, like, if Oprah came out, I'd be like, ooh, I'm getting some. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Oprah gives away
Yeah.
stuff. She knows what she's
Mr.
doing.
Beast, how about that guy? You see,
Sure, he gives away shit.
he gives away stuff all the time.
Yeah, I don't
I'd
know
be
how that works.
excited. I'd be like, fuck, I'm about to get something. I'm going to have to do something wacky, but
Sure, yeah.
He's
The
gonna
la-
hand me
the
10
last
grand.
guy in whatever circle you're standing in. Yeah.
I'm jerking.
Yeah, but Elon got booed heavy, and like Chappelle, like even Chappelle's kind of out of touch, like kind of pandering to, I guess the upper 1.001%, like literally the richest guy in the world. It's just real, and he was like making fun, and like he goes, the people booing are all the way up in the not very good seats. That's what Chappelle was saying.
I mean,
about his own ticket holders.
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked up.
I mean, at this point, he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck.
That's very true.
You came to pay money. It is what it is. I brought out Elon Musk. You don't like it, go fuck yourself. That's what I feel like he is portraying.
I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just doesn't. He's just kind of out of touch. I
like
thought it
to-
was going to be like bringing out John Mayer.
But
or
he
something.
did. I mean, he's still like in, like the booing kicked in like some sort of survival mode where he's trying to get the booing to stop. Like there's still like that comedy instinct where he's like, ooh, yikes.
Yeah, he feels it for sure. There's a couple of moments where he feels it. He starts talking, people are just yelling, and he has to put the mic down.
You see the Django Unchained meme?
Yes. Yeah, where Samuel L. Jackson is holding Leonardo DiCaprio,
Leonardo
and that's
DiCaprio.
So you knew about that, but you didn't know.
I just clicked it right now. I just clicked. I was like, oh, that makes sense. All right. I just see it something.
Dave
I'm
was
like,
nervous about bringing that up. He goes, "That's for Black Twitter," and he's not wrong. But yes, we did see that meme going
no,
around.
I was like, oh, that makes sense now. I was like,
Oh, so you saw that meme and you're like, "What's that about?"
yeah, I'm not informed. All right, I just scroll through shit. I don't give a fuck. Sports,
You
MMA.
just have the information.
Yeah, I just have the information. I look at that, and then you guys keep me up to date. Like, oh, thank you guys.
I've curated my feed pretty good on Instagram. That it's all it's skateboarding videos and drumming videos, and like there's comedy, and I scroll so fast past like.
But if it's comedy controversy, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, even then I'm like, yeah, but this thing caught my eye. I like Twitter too much. It's really sick. I'm sick.
Yeah, I feel like you don't really fuck with anything else other than Twitter.
Not
The
really.
only problem is, Dave is so militant about his phones being locked up that I'm like, could have got a little bit better footage if everybody was able to use their phone.
You'd have got nothing but footage.
It's
You know
like
what I mean?
really, it's like
Yeah.
it's like really shitty footage because I think the person like ripped open their Yonder bag because they were like, "Oh fuck this! I gotta get a video of this. I'll sell this to TMZ fucking for some skrill."
Sell some grainy footage for
Oh
money.
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
it went viral.
I would.
You
If somebody
heard
did-
about hearing about
Just the meme.
it. Yeah, sure.
I didn't see either.
Well, you just woke up, so. When do you usually wake up?
Renee's not on the Twitter.
I hardly use Twitter. No,
Yeah.
like it makes me feel like physically ill.
What are you on?
When do you usually wake up, Renee?
I wake up usually early, and then like I end up going back to like take a nap.
Wait. What's the pocket of time in between waking up to nap ratio?
I usually do like
11.
like 8 to like 11 something, and then I'll
Oh.
take a nap till like 1 or so, 1:32 maybe.
What are you doing in those 3 hours?
Jacking it.
Pretty much. No,
Man, that bomb's so hard. My man.
usually
Yeah,
I'm
I mean, it's very much like you asking a question
on my
to
phone,
an audience
emails,
member. You think
Instagram,
everyone's
shit like that.
laughing. And that's what everyone's like, all right, David.
Just on your phones, email, workout. I'm
IG.
like, why even
I
bother
go
waking up?
and then I nap, and then I go hike, and then I come here.
Oh, okay. I like the hike part. You already won.
Yeah, I mean, who knows if he's telling the truth.
If you follow me on Instagram, you'd see my stories. Sometimes I'd take a picture of the lovely sunset.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Renee?
I don't follow. I wonder if I follow, Rene Lancaster 2 or something? What is it?
Renee.Lancaster.
Yeah.
Way to tell him you don't
Everyone
follow.
follow that. Renee.Lancaster.
Rene.Lancaster, sure. Richie loves Roseanne. Richie would not stop talking about Roseanne in the meeting.
I mean, Richie grew up in a time where he probably watched Roseanne.
Yeah, no kidding.
Nobody. I mean, I watched Roseanne.
I watched Roseanne. It was a great show until like I didn't watch that last. When people tell me
Never a
about what
fan.
happened that last season, I still don't believe it.
The
last real season, not before the reboot.
Okay, what happened that last season?
Apparently, Dan died, and it
yeah.
was all a hallucination or something. Or
Of pills. It was like I think.
I thought he had a massive heart attack.
Yeah, he had a massive
and
heart
so the
attack.
last season was all a dream or something.
Yeah.
I see. It wasn't like she was. There was no controversy around it. It was just controversy that it was like bad TV.
It was just Dave not liking the episode, I think, or like
I
not
never
liking
saw
It wasn't
I
like,
never
it
saw
wasn't
it?
like a Roseanne controversy.
I stopped
Like
watching.
herself.
I don't know. Was there?
Not like the one where she got canceled the
No.
most recent time or whatever.
Yeah.
Where
I don't
they
remember.
took her own name off the show
They're
and just
like,
made it the family. How bad you got? Just like the Coop. What is it? The Connors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even. Do you have you? I haven't seen one episode of The Connors.
I've never seen an episode of Roseanne. I maybe
Not one?
Maybe one. Not for me.
Yeah.
But
He did.
Even if-
he's a West Coast.
liberal elitist. Yeah.
He's not going to watch a show about the real Americans.
I thought it was good.
Midwest.
I liked the middle. I thought the middle was okay.
What's the middle?
It was about the middle of the country, like there's a family, but it was a nice sitcom for a couple seasons. Yeah,
It wasn't Malcolm in the middle.
that was a good one.
Okay.
Yeah. I just didn't like that. It didn't capture me.
All right.
Yeah, and I was also a child. So
Would
like,
you
whatever.
open for Roseanne right now? Like if she? Oh, all right. Okay.
Why not?
Well, I mean,
I
come
don't
on.
want to.
He didn't like her show.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, fair enough. Yeah, it'd be.
Yeah. I don't think anyone
it
would have fun.
wouldn't
I don't
be
think
your
her
crowd at
all. I know what's going on.
Dave would open for Roseanne if she was like, "I'm going on tour." Dave would be like, "Fuck yeah, let me."
No,
I'm going.
I would fuck it up so.
Yeah.
Send her the avails only.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm ready to go.
She's on the plane, not getting text. It says not delivered. Why is it?
You just tell her you're on Ambien. You know what I mean? Just
You're
when you
right.
yell at-
That's very funny. Got her.
As soon as they're like,
Very good. So thank you.
they'd be like, "I'll grab my bags." I'd be like, "Nah, dog, I ain't grabbing nobody's bags."
You wouldn't grab Roseanne's bags.
Fuck.
Would
Well, I
you?
mean, it's no, because I would, because she's an older woman.
This isn't
and
about
that's
me
just
right
the
now.
respectful thing
yeah.
to do. But yeah, but
I
if
mean,
it was
I
like,
guess the money has to be outstanding.
yeah, but if you were like,
I don't think
but you've heard these stories about some of these guys that had to carry the bags for, you're like,
You carry Polly's bags ever, Renee?
Probably like
Yeah,
when I first started with him.
Didn't he bring like a hockey bag of merch? Was that his thing?
He would hockey bag. Oh yeah, but I feel like those were always delivered. But I would help him sell merch after the shows
that's not, big deal.
Yeah. No, that's
and take pictures.
fine. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Designated phone
It's
guy.
yeah, exactly. It's mostly
sure.
it's mostly that, mostly photos.
How many times you been out with him? 10 or 12?
Nah, maybe not that many, but
8 or
but
7?
yeah, something
8
like
or
that,
9?
probably. Yeah.
Is
7,
anybody
8, 9.
calling in today?
We'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
You do a Polly impersonation, don't you?
Not
You've been on
really.
the road with them enough.
It's like
That Maurice's
no,
scary.
you got to have Sandy Danto call in and do it. He's the best, perfect one.
Sandy does it very good.
It's like not cool, bro.
No, that wasn't good.
See?
That was pretty bad.
Oh, you do it. Fuck you.
I'm not doing it. I never claimed to do it.
All right, fuck off.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about, Renee. That's the more energy I need out of you.
Yeah.
I had 2 patio shifts this week. That was a rarity. I covered a couple people, because I'm not an armchair captain. I lead from the front. And I gotta say, there's a lot less yelling at women when I'm up there. That security you love so much.
It's been cold.
It's been cold. Yeah, it's been cold out there, but it's been I don't know.
I like that you're up there because people actually know what rooms they're going to go to. They're actually informed because...
Yeah. I was up there with Cordy or whatever.
Corey?
Yeah.
Corey.
I like call him Cordy. And he was like, "Damn, like you're here a lot." I was like, "Are people just not here? The patio guy just fucks off? That's not cool."
I mean, when I'm out there chilling.
Dave, he's all,
Yeah.
not I.
I mean,
God damn it! Now I'm not. Yeah.
I mean, me and Logan were talking about the employee of the month, and I was like, "Man, I don't think I'm ever going to get it." And she goes, "Yeah, you're never."
Doing your job well. Yeah. I don't think Logan's ever gonna get it either.
What do you get if you get it? Like $20 or something?
It doesn't matter. You're not doing it for that. But
No,
also,
but what do you get? Do you get anything?
I think one time was a Target gift card. One time was a thing. Yeah.
I think it's $25.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll never get it. It is what it is.
You might.
No.
He's getting high, bro.
Employee of the month.
Yeah. I know. And I recognize what it is.
But I mean, you do the right kind of stuff that would make Richie give you the employee of the month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do the right kind of things. I cheat. I use the system, but
Yeah.
it is
I
what
mean,
it is.
You don't think he would reward that?
Maybe.
Maybe not like outright.
I do
Maybe
like.
you get enough reward as is.
What bother me?
In the leniency that we are all provided.
It's like when you are working though. Like I know how to do customer service. It's like I know how to direct people to rooms when somebody comes in. They go like, I ask, "What room are you going? What room are you going to?" Like people on the patio sometimes just go point. I mean, I'm not gonna name names, but they don't work here anymore. They would just point. And they just go that room. And I go, or they would ignore the person at all, eat a hot dog. It'd be very
Oh
infuriating.
yeah, I do like how security seems to take 2 dinner breaks each shift. That's pretty interesting. They're always eating
Now,
a
you're
full
not-
meal, kind of near customers. And
You're
like,
not
"There's
really
no food
supposed
allowed."
to eat on the patio.
There's no food allowed.
There's no food allowed on the patio. That was even before, when we even had food, you couldn't have food on the patio.
It's just
Yeah,
after,
but
y'all
like-
have dough bricks yet?
Because people are smoking. You can't have people out there eating.
Yeah, that's right.
I love it.
All right. We got any more topics today, Luke? Okay.
I had that stuff about, all this. I mean, I'm sorry for bringing so much.
I brought some fables for my Is that
Did you say
fables?
fables?
That's true.
I
Yeah.
meant foibles. Is that what I meant?
Well,
Follies.
which is ironic that you foibled foible. you fumbled foible.
This guy's a real language guy.
Shouldn't we all?
That's what
aren't we
you
all
can't,
like
you
speakers?
can't
Like,
call a Jew a grammar Nazi. You got to say he's a language guy.
yeah. Come see me do my grammar Nazi bit every Monday and Wednesday. I don't do it every day, but yeah. A language person, yeah.
Language
guy.
So that just proves that Dave doesn't watch my set about the. I have shit on that, which is good. But yeah, I think comedians should be somewhat concerned with speaking the language that they're speaking, and that's like all they do anyway. So,
I was never hooked on phonics. This is true. They pulled me out of class and were like, we need to teach you phonics.
Teach you how to read.
And
You were in middle school.
he's in
For real
college.
right now?
I mean, 100%. Like when people write stuff out phonetically, I'm like, I don't know what's happening there.
Wow.
I can kind of get it now.
Do you think you're dyslexic?
No, I can read.
Yeah.
It is a test. I am very surprised that I
Wait,
can
what
read.
is reading other than interpreting the things that people write?
I think
It's
maybe
language on paper.
I might understand phonics, but there was a time when they would pull me out of class and like, we got to try to do some remedial phonics training.
Okay. Well,
And,
that's fine.
But still, I was like, whoa, But yeah, I have trouble with the grammar, and I have trouble with proofreading. That's the thing.
Proofreading?
Yeah, I'm real bad at proofreading. Like I'll write something out.
These
And I'll be like,
unhinged emails you're sending to headliners, no wonder they're all misspelled.
yes.
And like everything's
like
crazy
I'll write
looking.
something out, and I'll be like, man, this is like a tweet. I'll be like, this tweet is a slam dunk.
Yeah.
And then
One fave.
And then I go back and read it, and I go, I see what I did. I left a word out, or it doesn't make. I was like, man, I really whiffed. But I did install Grammarly on my phone, and that has helped immensely.
Okay, well, yeah.
Not when I text. I don't use Grammarly because Grammarly's probably recording everything I'm writing, and they're building a
That's
database.
what you give a shit about? What are you typing into Grammarly that you're scared of being recorded?
Just try to get
Whatever.
my fuck on.
Okay.
I don't need to know about that.
Yeah,
I just think it's funny that you
that's very
care
funny.
about even
Yeah.
recorded.
But also, they got you without Grammarly. They got you just by having a phone.
Grammarly's gonna bring me down, bitch.
Yeah, right. Stop calling me bitch. Thank you guys for being on the podcast. It's a really fun episode. Saul. Speaking of Saul and Stephen Fury is one of the worst texters.
My guy.
He texts like a
yeah.
14-year-old girl.
Yeah. And it's
Like
it's
a
just for I think you two text
But
pretty
it's like,
similarly.
it makes it. No, because Fury's on purpose, and Dave, I think, is just finds his way there.
Okay,
But
okay.
Fury will be like, he spells was W-U-Z and stuff like that. And like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, just wrong.
He texts like graffiti. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
WZ.
yeah. All his 8s and 4s are the letters and stuff, and he's just like are the numbers, and he just uses numbers for a lot of It's
Well, me and that guy, we have a podcast here in the Comedy Store Studios. It's called This Week in Crime, and it's fun. And we just read weird crimes and we roast them. It's a lot of fun.
very cool. It's a funny show. Rene Lancaster, where can people find you? At the Dot.
Rene.Lancaster.
Yeah.
RENE. Lancaster. Instagram. Everywhere else. from
Killer
there.
Joe Morisi. I swear to God. It's incredible.
Thank you.
It's so
Thank
good.
Thanks. Yeah. Great.
Everybody's an idiot.
Everybody's dumb. Yeah. No.
I moved to Texas.
Yeah. Wait. Don't tell me.
Hey, that's a thing.
Where can people find you?
It's Dave Waite Comedy across the board on all the social media handles and my .com.org. Dave Waite Comedy. There's
DaveWaite.org.
DaveWaite.org. They gave me a free one when I signed up for Squarespace.
And you picked org?
Well, I already own DaveWaite.com.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So I already own that. So I was like, well, I'll take an org. Why not?
That's
I have
great.
two. Fuck
You
it.
are an organization as well, my friend.
I am. There's the Dave.
Great. Good for you.
I used
God
to say
bless.
the Dave Waite Project when I first started comedy. I'm like, the Dave Waite Project's up here, I call myself.
That's not bad. I don't hate that.
It was
I like
stupid.
that. That'd be a
Yeah.
good show.
Yeah.
The Dave Waite Project?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm on Twitter and Instagram. I'm there. If
Help.
you, 4 of them.
Help.
That's
was
more
like
than
9.
four.
Yeah, he couldn't do it. It's okay.
Help.
Yeah. it's one past the natural. What I do, it's funny. I get tagged in things sometimes that people are like, they just tag help, like that, like because they're in trouble in the picture in a joking way or whatever, and I comment like, "You'll be fine." Like,
You know, did y'all talk about when
I'm at Luke Does Stuff on Twitter, and you can rate and review and subscribe to this podcast.
Did you talk about when like Torrio had the guy bought a ticket and put his name down as Adolf Hitler?
I believe.
No, but I think Lockwood showed up to like pussy fart. Someone bought a ticket as like
It's the same
pussy fart or
guy, I
whatever.
think. If it's
Yeah.
EOR, it's the same guy. He's a Middle Eastern kid.
All right. Yeah, I know. That's what that was like. His only saving grace is that he was just kind of a mousy kid. That's what Torrio said, and the guy said he thought it was funny.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it was, I mean, for me, I don't know. You know, you were all.
I don't think it's awesome.
I definitely don't think it's awesome. I think it's the opposite of awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty untight.
And when Dave thinks that, you know it's cousin. Thanks for listening. Shout out. I'm sure I forgot people. Amy, server Amy, and Van Corona, and Eggman, and the newest engineer, John, who's working here. That's good. We'll see you next time at the door. Bye.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Hey!